Ever wondered about the role of semiconductors in our daily lives? These tiny chips, often no bigger than a grain of rice, power all the technology around us, from our smartphones and laptops to electric vehicles and sophisticated military equipment. Yes, these chips are important to our economy. Wind back the clock to September 2022, when the US Commerce Department announced plans to disperse $39 billion to companies for building semiconductor factories in the United States. This was part of a larger $52.7 billion initiative known as the CHIPS and Science Act. The aim? To boost the domestic semiconductor industry, reduce reliance on chips from China and Taiwan, and address supply chain issues. Fast forward to August 2022, when President Joe Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act into law, authorizing $52 billion in subsidies for semiconductor production and research. The goal was clear: bring semiconductor production back to the United States, an effort prompted by supply chain issues exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. This bill represented nearly 2 years of legislative work. Now leap to the present day, February 2024. The Biden administration has just announced the provision of $1.5 billion to the computer chip company GlobalFoundries. This award, the third of its kind under the CHIPS and Science Act, aims to expand domestic production in New York and Vermont. GlobalFoundries intends to use this funding for a variety of projects, including the construction of a new advanced chip factory in Malta, New York, and increasing production at its existing plant in Malta through a strategic agreement with General Motors. Additionally, it plans to revitalize its plant in Burlington, Vermont. These projects are expected to create 1,500 manufacturing jobs and 9,000 construction jobs over the next decade. In addition to the direct funding, the government will also provide loans worth up to $1.6 billion. Combined with private investment, this brings the total investment to approximately $12.5 billion. As part of the terms of the deal, $10 million will be dedicated to training workers, and GlobalFoundries will extend its existing $1,000 annual subsidy for childcare and childcare support services to construction workers. To summarize, the CHIPS and Science Act, signed into law in 2022, has led to significant investment in the domestic production of semiconductors. This investment not only aims to reduce reliance on foreign chip production, but also seeks to create thousands of jobs and boost the economy. The recent funding of GlobalFoundries is a testament to this ongoing effort. Remember, these tiny semiconductors are as essential to the US economy. They power the technology that drives our lives, and their importance cannot be overstated.